हर प्रेस राधिका कृपा देवीदासी माता जी की जय।
Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vayachare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रभुचार्य श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री राधा मदन मोहन भगवान की जय। गॉड प्रेमानंदे हरि ओम अज्ञान तिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मायं ददाति स्वं पदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपत्कमलं श्रीगुरन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रतं सहगं रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सर्वभूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदां सहगं ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुतदेवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, Hare Krishna. So I welcome you all for the Sunday Feast lecture. Sunday Feast is a day when we look forward to meeting each other. That's the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, who started this concept of Sunday Feast all over the world. We have it in Delhi, name it, wherever ISKCON is, it happens. So we are very fortunate to be in the association of devotees. Rupa Goswami, a famous acharya, he says, Ado Shraddha Tado Sadhusan Tada Bhajan Kriya Tata Anartha Nivritti. If you really want to go to the level of Krishna Prema, if you really want to get indulged in their love for Krishna, so this is the process, he says. Ado Shraddha. When you have a little bit of faith, very minute faith even, in the Supreme Lord, and you make it, you have that faith, and then what happens? Krishna starts reciprocating with you. Ado Shraddha Tado Sadhusan. So when you have faith in Krishna, Krishna makes it that you reach to the association of devotees. That is called Sadhu Sangha. Without going into the association of devotees, one cannot actually be a recipient of Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema in itself means going back to Godhead, going back to Krishna. Krishna Prema means that you love Krishna so much. And why you are loving Krishna? Because Krishna is loving you so much. That is the reciprocation happens. Krishna always reciprocates. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yeyatamam prapadante tastemam bhajami aham. He said, those who remember me, those who actually surrender to me, in whatever degree they surrender, in whatever level they surrender, I reciprocate accordingly. You just surrender 10%, you will get Krishna's attention 10%. If you surrender 100%, Krishna guarantees, I'll give my 100% attention to you. He guarantees that. So, Ado Shraddha, Tado Sadhusan. When you have faith in Krishna, Krishna makes it a point that you reach to the Sadhu Sangha, the association of devotees. The Gurbani, the Granth Sahib says, Bin Paka Satsang na labije, bin Satsang mail bharije. It means without your good fortune, you cannot reach to the association of devotees. Coming into the association of devotees needs a lot of pious activities, that you have done in the previous births also. It's not just that one day you walk into the association of devotees. You have really earned it. You have actually done lots of pious activities in your previous births and maybe in this birth as well. It can be that, it can happen that way as well. Again, Sukriti also. If you get a mercy of a pure devotee of the Lord, then also it happens that you reach without there was no credit in your account, but still the mercy of a pure devotee, you reached in the association of devotees. So the association of devotees is a must. Ado Shraddha Tado Sadhusan. Once you reach the association of devotees, then what happens? Even the Gurbani says it. Bina Paka Satsang na labije. Without your good fortune, you could not reach here in the association of devotees. Bina Satsang mail bharije jiyo. Without the association of the devotees, your life is gonna be sinful. 100% you will be committing sins. Paap, that we call in Sanskrit or Hindi, it's paap. Sins that are bound to happen because you are not in the association of devotees. So, Ado Shraddha, Tado Sadhusan, Tada Bhajan Kriya. Once you reach in the association of devotees, just take care of the kid. Please don't disturb the class. So the association of the devotees, what happens? Ado Shraddha, Tado Sadhusan, Tada Bhajan Kriya. Once you reach the association of devotees, what happens? Bhajan Kriya starts. So what is Bhajan Kriya? If you are coming regularly to the Sadhu Sangha and you are not doing Bhajan Kriya, then again you will have to take another life, another birth to come to that level. Why not come in today itself? So Bhajan Kriya means when you start chanting the holy name. Bhajan. We know the bhajan is a bhakti ke song, the bhakti songs we sing, that is also bhajan. But the real bhajan is chanting the holy name. Why it is called bhajan? Because it means that what you speak, you have to hear it yourself. Bhajan means you give actually to your ears that vibration sound. Prabhupada says that vibration is very important. When we chant, that vibration purifies the whole atmosphere. that purifies your house, that purifies wherever you are. You may be in the dirtiest of the place. It may be stinking. But once you chant the holy name, it sanctifies. Just like when the sun shines out and there may be dust, there may be the stinking place. Once the full sunlight is on that, it doesn't stink anymore. It gets sanctified. Even the stool gets purified when the sun burns the stooling. So you see that what it means is when we chant the holy name, it sanctifies us. It sanctifies our dirty minds, our dirty hearts. So Bhajan Kriya is very important. When you come to the Sadhu Sangha, the next is Bhajan Kriya. Without the Bhajan Kriya, one cannot go up to the level of Krishna Prema. So the Bhajan Kriya is very important. When you are in the association of devotees, you should take to Bhajan Kriya, chanting the holy name, the sound, the vibration. Because hearing is very important. In Navada Bhakti, the topmost is hearing. So hearing means listening. So we have to listen what we speak. The chanting means Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It's Maha Mantra. Mantra means one mantra that controls the mind. That is called mantra. Man is mind. Tra. That tra means in Hindi, man ko tarane wala. So that means who liberates the mind, who controls the mind. So one who chants the holy name and Maha Mantra, this is Kali Santran Upanishad says this is the Maha Mantra. This is the greatest of the mantras. This 16-worded Maha Mantra is the greatest. This 16-worded mantra is the Maha Mantra. It is the topmost. So when we chant this mantra, it means Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Listen to each word. We just don't have to be mechanical. So there is a system to chant the Maha Mantra. There are 3 ends. The first is the method. The first is the mood, then the method, then the mellow. The first is the mood. You create that mood, that ambience. That is why it is necessary, it is said. If you really want to take the utmost benefit of the Maha Mantra, get it early in the morning, when everybody is asleep. That is the Brahma Muhurta. That is the Amrit Vela. The Gurbani says that is Amrit Vela, such nobody I vichar. Amrit Vela, that is the morning time, that is the nectar is flowing. At that time, there is a direct connection with the Supreme Lord. Even the demigods, it's a time when even the demigods wake up later to the Amrit Vela, you know. You will be fortunate if you wake up in the Amrit Vela in the Brahma Muhurta. So Srila Prabhupada made it very easy for all the devotees, all his disciples. He clearly gave the Mangal Arati. Those who are actually serious in bhakti, they get up for Mangal Arati. They never ever leave Mangal Arati. Because that is the Brahma Muhurta Samaya. That is the time when you get the direct connection with the Supreme Lord. So it says the mood. That is the time the mood is there. Or if you can't chant early in the morning, no issues. Gradually one can start. So you make that ambience in your home. Either you make a corner, you sit in a corner, or that place where you have a beautiful picture of Krishna, Radha Krishna. You can create that ambience, create that mood that yes, you have to chant. Prepare yourself. And if you really want to go for a japa walk, you're free to go to the parks. You're free to go into the nature. Walk around and chant. So it is the mood you gather first. Then the method. The method is that you hear what you speak. The method is when you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, listen. Give that to your ears. You know, we cook how do we get healthy physically? We cook the food in the kitchen and then we eat it through our mouth. It gets digested in the stomach. And the nourishment flows through the whole body. That's right. With everybody it's that. If it doesn't happen, you are not healthy. If you're not able to digest nicely, you are bound to get diseases, you are bound to get sick. So if you remain healthy, you digest nicely, and then every part of your body becomes healthy. You don't have to feed your arms, you don't have to feed your legs separately or your eyes separately. Just feed into your mouth and it goes and it digests in your stomach. Likewise, we have to give nourishment to our mental health, and it's connected to mind and soul. Soul and mind, that is the mental health. So what we do is we chant, we cook the Hari Nam on our tongue. We were cooking for physical body in the kitchen. Now we will cook the Hari Nam on our tongue. We speak it. We speak it in such a manner, in that audible, not very loud or very low. It should be that audible that you can hear it. Because you're going to eat with your ears. So you're eating the Hari Nam with your ears. You speak here, you take it to your ears. It should be audible to your own ears. You're not chanting for the world, you're chanting for yourself. Bhakti is always done for yourself. It's not for others we are doing. We are doing for ourselves. Krishna says, show compassion on yourself. Don't think about the world. Be selfish in bhakti. Show compassion on yourself. First compassion on yourself, then for others. Because in material world, what we have learned, we show compassion to others. We become a big, donors, big charity we want to do. We see any beggar on the street. In India, of course, you see a lot of beggars. Here, there's another problem. But what we do is we reach out, we want to give them a 10 rupee note. Immediately, we see a beggar. We show compassion to them. We forget that the first compassion is to yourself. Chant the holy name. Take out the time to chant. So when we give another person, a beggar suppose, a 10 rupee note even out of compassion, you don't know you're making a karma. You're making a karma, you're becoming his partner in his bad sins even. Once he uses that 10 rupee note he misuses it. He either eats non-veg or he drinks alcohol or he does any other sinful activity. You become a partner with him. Unknowingly. You didn't know it. But yet you will be a partner. So mood, the correct method we should know while chanting. And then the mellow. Sometimes you will say, oh, chanting becomes too mechanical. I'm just chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So it seems it's mechanical, it's just going on. But give a mellow to it. Then you will relish your chanting. Your chanting will become like a singing to yourself. So you give a tune to it, a mellow. Hare Krishna. You have to focus on one word. You pick up one word. Say you're chanting 16 rounds. So in few rounds you can actually focus on Hare. In some rounds you can focus on Krishna. Some rounds you can focus on Ram. So it's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So you see Hare is gone longer. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So like this chanting becomes very actually musical to your own ears. You will love chanting. You have to actually fall in love with chanting. So once you fall in love with chanting, you cannot resist chanting. So that's what Krishna wants, that you chant always. That's what he's saying. So when we chant nicely, what happens is then Krishna makes it a point that you remember him always. 2 hours in a day you chant nicely. 22 hours Krishna says, I will see to it that I am with you. I will remain with you. So just 2 hours nicely given forces Krishna to be 22 hours with you. That's how Krishna loves it. So mood, method and mellow, that's important for us. And ado shraddha, tado sadhu sang, tada bhajan kriya. So now when the bhajan kriya has come, what will happen? What this bhajan is going to do now? This bhajan is going to do anartha nivriti. Your own anarthas are going to go away now. Who believes that we have anarthas? Does any one of you believe that we have anarthas? Anartha means some bad vices we have. Who believes that they have vices in them? Rest all are very pure, only I can see 2 hands. One is mine and 2 others. Again, only very few. Rest all are very purified. We should never feel shy. We are sitting before Supreme Lord. We should not feel shy in lifting our hands. If we lift our hands, Krishna is going to hold it. But if we hide our hands, whose hand he will hold? So we all have vices. Nobody can say that I have no vices. I have no bad qualities. I'm perfect. Nobody is going to be perfect. We all are trying to be perfect. The more we try, sincerely, more Krishna and Guru and Krishna will bless us. So Krishna says, Tadha anartha nivriti. And when the anarthas go away, our heart gets purified. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Chaito darpanam marjanam bhavma davagni nirvapanam shreya kairava chandrika vitranam vidyavadu jivanam. So he says here that purify your heart. How do you purify your heart? By chanting the holy name. So the more of the bhajan kriya we do, our heart gets purified. The more the heart gets purified, more humble we will become. Humility will come. Without humility, we will not meet Krishna. Krishna loves only humble persons. And humble is, we cannot certify ourselves, I'm humble. We must remember that. You cannot certify, oh, I am very humble. No. Others have to actually say that you are humble. It's humility they have to see in you. So that we see the good qualities in others, we see the bad qualities only in ourselves. Never ever we look for the bad qualities in others. Never ever look for those in the others. Suppose we come for Mangala Aarti and someone is unable to come, and we should not be the judge in saying, oh, I am greater than him or her. Oh, I am coming. I am this. The moment we say that, we lose all what we have earned in Krishna's eyes. Krishna does not like this. He only loves when we are very humble. When we actually, yesterday I was listening to a very beautiful katha, and it was very simple, just 2 lines it was. It was once a person, a thief, comes to a sage, a saint, and the saint is serving prasadam. So when that thief comes, so everybody in the car, around there say, oh, he's a thief, he is a thief, turn him away, turn him away. And the saint also, without seeing and just what the others are saying, he also says, okay, I will not give him prasadam, turn him out of the convent, like turn him out. And he is actually thrown out of the premises. And that night when the next early morning when the sage, that saint, tries to do the Harinam, he's chanting. When he sits for chanting, his mind is disturbed. He's not able to meditate nicely. He's not able to chant nicely. And then, in his inner self, he's talking to Krishna. He says that why this is happening with me? Why am I not able to chant nicely? Why am I not able to focus on your lotus feet? Then there's a voice in him says, you see, that person who came to your premises, he was a thief. But I have been providing him with the food for the last 60 years. He's 60 years of age, I have been giving him food for the 60 years. Who are you to deny him the food? The prasad, my prasad. Who are you to deny him? Why did you deny him? So that is why the sages, a true sage like Srila Prabhupada, had compassion in him. He came to the Western world, he came to America. He knew there is no good quality there was in the people in America did not know Krishna. They did not know Radharani. And they were full of vices, those who came to him. They were hippies. And still, Prabhupada made food, prasadam for them, offered a bhoga for them. So I immediately remembered, yes, I said, like Prabhupada. So that is a true sage, a true son, a true acharya, who with his own, actually acharan, with his own example, he proves this. He fed those hippies with his own hands. He washed their dishes. He cooked for them. He offered the bhoga. He fed them. And then he would actually wash their dishes also. They would just leave after eating every plate. Prabhupada would wash at the age of, imagine, advanced age. He was 70 years old. So that is how a saint is. That is how Acharya is. He's so compassionate. So there's a story we all know. There was one scorpion at the seashore, and there was a saint. He was picking up the scorpion babies and there were small babies coming up on the seashore with the waves. He would lift all the scorpion babies and put them back in the water so that they may go to their parents. And they were biting him. They were biting him always. When he used to lift them, the scorpion in his hand, they would bite him. But then also he was doing the same, and one person was watching him. He walked to that saint and said, "Why are you doing this? Just leave them. They're biting you. I can see they are biting you." He said, "How can I do that? It is their nature to bite, but it's my nature to do good to them. So I have to do according to my nature, my swabhav." So that is how it is. Krishna says that we actually are born here in this material world to be reformed. And the sadhus and the saints like Srila Prabhupada, like Guru Maharaj, they came to take us back, to show us the direction. When I was in school, I remember I studied in a convent school. We used to have a modern science period. The last period we had eight in the timetable, 8 periods. And the last 8th period used to be of modern science. Before going home, we should actually had a teacher who would come, and we had a book called "This Way Please." I still remember. So that is my junior school, it was. So at that time, they would teach us all these social etiquettes, and they would teach us on the moral values. So everything was being taught there. And today I reflect back and I see, yes, it is this way, please. Krishna says, it's this way. Take this way which the saints and the sages have laid down for us. We have to take that way. So chanting is so important that it uplifts us. It cleanses our heart. Even the Gurbani says this. Mood paliti kapade de sabun laiya bhariye mat papa ke sang hodo pe name ke rani. You can wash the dirty clothes, dirty bodies, your own dirty body with the soap and water. But what about your dirty mind, your dirty heart? That can only be cleansed by Harinam. So those who chant the holy name, they get purified. We have seen this in different stories that come up in the Srimad Bhagavatam. That those who have chanted, they have really achieved Krishna Prema. They have gone back to Goloka. So when Krishna actually, he reciprocates to us when we get purified. Unless Krishna does not actually reveal himself. There are 4 kinds of Guru. Do you know that? Who knows it? There are 4 kinds of Guru. So there are 4 kinds of Guru. The first is Marg Pradaksha Guru, who shows you the way. Who may be someone who you got a book, or you got someone who invited you to a temple. So that is your Marg Pradaksha Guru, who showed you the way. That is also a Guru. The second is the instructing master, Shiksha Guru, who becomes your spiritual guide and mentor. That is the Shiksha Guru. He gives you the Shiksha, he gives you the instructions to what to follow, what to do, what not to do. And Srila Prabhupada is your preeminent Shiksha Guru, learner. He is the instructing master as you enter. He's the topmost instructing master, preeminent instructing master. So when we follow his instructions given in the Bhagavad Gita, in the commentary of Bhagavad Gita, in the commentary of other scriptures like Bhagavatam, so we have to follow those. Application. Without application, don't think that the theory will do everything. Theory can guide us. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, they can guide us. The theory, we read it ourselves, we'll get the guidance. But the application is going to bring humility in you. When you apply it, then only it is going to give you the humility. We have like austerities we perform. You say coming for Mangalarati is an austerity. Following the 4 regulative principles is austerity. Not taking onion, garlic, not eating non-veg, not taking alcohol, not taking caffeine. Be in the company of, it says, no illicit sex, no gambling. These are all austerities. So I would request, please keep silence. When the class goes on, actually it is a disrespect to Krishna. Because what I am repeating is only Krishna's words. So when we actually keep on talking among ourselves, we disrespect Krishna. When we go to meet, suppose, to the Prime Minister or President of our state, we show our best behavior. But then we are coming to see Krishna here. He's there. It's not a murti. It is not a murti. It's not a statue. It is a vigraha. Vigraha means where Krishna has accepted He's accepted our service and He's come here to stay in that. And He's watching us. If we take it as a murti or a statue, then as I said, the reciprocation will be that way. He will not respond with you. He will not reciprocate with you. If you want that He should respond with you, you have to accept Him as the Vigraha. He is the Archa Vigraha. He has accepted our invitation. He's accepted the invitation of not us, but the pure devotees of the Lord. That is like Srila Prabhupada or his disciples or some senior Vaishnavas who actually who come and do the installation of the deities. So the installation of deities is not a small thing. It's a complete ceremony in itself. And the pure devotees of the Lord, they perform it. And then Krishna comes there and He accepts their invitation, not ours. And that is how He's residing here. That is why He's here. So we should actually never, the Vaishnava etiquette say, we never talk before the deities. We don't talk anything material before the deities. Only spiritual talks are in, that can happen. And we should always be at our best of the behaviors because we're meeting the emperor of the emperors. He's not just a president, he's the president of the presidents. So we should be very particular. We should train our children in that way that they should not make noise. Srila Prabhupada always, before giving a class, he set a rule that if you have small children, they should be taken care of. They should not make noise for others not to hear the class. Because hearing is very important. In the Navada Bhakti, it is clearly said, Shravanam Kirtanam Smaranam. If you want to smarnam, do smarnam. If you really want to remember Krishna always, because Krishna says, at the time of death, remember me, never forget me. At the time of death, you have to remember me. So at the time of death, He doesn't tell to anybody. He hasn't told anybody, you will die at such an age or at such time. So nobody knows when they will die. But Krishna says there is only one guarantee, assurance I give you. If you will chant my name, if you will remember me at the time of death, you will come back to me. Otherwise, there is no chance. So at the time of death, how will we remember Him? And we don't know when we will die. So Krishna means by that all the time we should remember Him, never forget Him. So how will that happen? All the time we just cannot sit and chant His name. All the time we cannot be in the association of devotees. We have to work, we are grastas, we live outside. We have to work, we have children, we have family. So how do we do that? That can only be done if 2 hours nicely we give to Krishna, we serve Krishna through the holy name. And then Krishna actually protects us all the time. And then He will see to it that at the time when we pass out from this body, He will take care of us. So that is how a bond, a connection has to be maintained. How you will have a connection with Krishna. Because He is there watching us right now. So that is how it is important. Archa Vigraha service is very important. Serving Krishna is very important. Serving in the temple is very important. Because seva is the only way to bring humility in us. Otherwise we cannot be humble. Service means humility. So that is why service has been very, very much, it is said, it's very important in life. That we serve Krishna. And Krishna says, how will you reach me when you serve? Devotees of the devotees of the devotees, 7 times my devotees, He says. If you serve my devotee, then only you can come to me. He says, servant to the servant to the servant to the servant to my devotee. That is how you can come to me. So this is very important. To actually lose self-pride, one has to be humble. One who is humble, he has no pride. He is prideless. And Krishna likes prideless people. So that's very important for us, that we actually chant the holy name so nicely that all the vices in us, they go away. And then Krishna comes and resides. So the third guru is After the instructions we follow, the instructions are meant to be followed to reach out to your spiritual master, who is your initiating master. Initiating spiritual master. That is Diksha Guru. So initiating spiritual master means who initiates you into spiritual world. And it is not the end, it's the beginning now. Now the real spiritual life starts. Real service starts now, when you actually surrender to your Diksha Guru. And the fourth Guru is Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru is Krishna himself. He is residing in your heart in the form of Paramatma. He says, Sarvasya cham vidhi sarmishta mata smriti jnanam apunam cha vides sarvairaham vedo vedantrit vedavid eva chaham. I am residing in your heart as Paramatma. I know everything. I know everything what you even don't know. I know everything. In the bottom of your heart, what desire you have, I know. We cannot bluff Krishna. We can bluff the world, but not Krishna. He's there in the Paramatma form. So that is how he is the Chaitya Guru. He starts reciprocating with you when you become a devotee, pure devotee. When you are chanting nicely, your vices are going away and you are following the instructions of the instructing master, then Krishna starts reciprocating with you. That is the Chaitya Guru. So there are 4 kinds of Guru. That is how the spiritual world is. Where these Gurus, these mentors, these guides, they help us to reach out to Krishna. Krishna says, it's very simple to come to me. Just high thinking, simple living. It's very susukam, it's very beautiful, it's very simple. But you have to follow some rules and regulations, some principles. That is why he tells Arjuna becomes his disciple. Then only he tells him all the knowledge about the Bhagavad Gita is spoken only then. He sings the Bhagavad Gita when Arjuna actually surrenders to him. Arjuna says, Shishyaste mam shadimam tvam prapannam. I become your disciple. Disciple means who takes to discipline. Who has taken to discipline now, who will actually follow the rules and regulations and no more will be a free bird. We don't want to actually follow rules and regulations. That's why we don't take service. Service means responsibility. Service means you have to be very consistent. You have to be responsible. And that is why we say, oh please, give us that not so strong service. We don't want a service. You have to make promises to yourself that I will do it. I have to do it. I have to do for my spiritual master. I have to do for my Guru. I have to do for Krishna. So that is important in our life, that what we are doing is application is very important. If you come to the temple and then you want to be a free bird also, then where will you end up? You will not end up what your aim is. Our aim is Krishna Prema. Our aim is to go to Krishna. So when the vices go out of your heart, Nishtha will come. You will become strong. Sometimes we ask, how I will become strong? How will I have that determination? So you have to be very consistent. You have to be very much actually chanting the holy name sincerely and make promises with yourself. I have learned this all from my own spiritual master. I had seen him for the last 25 years. I was taking his association, me and my husband. We were constantly in his service. We wanted to serve him and we had the opportunity also. And his blessings, his mercy, and saw how humble he was, how humility was there in how he was serving the mission. He never took rest. In his Parkinson getting deteriorated also, he never took rest. He was just giving up for everybody. He was just instructing others, making them to come to Krishna consciousness, preaching to them. He was always there. So that is how we have to learn. We have to serve the mission. We have to, like Srila Prabhupada served his Guru Maharaj, likewise, we have to learn from that. That service only will bring us near to Krishna. Krishna cannot be bribed. Krishna, he accepts our gifts, but he says if they are given with love and surrender, he accepts everything what we offer to him, even a flower, even just few drops of water, he'll accept. But with love. And he says, I give intelligence that you can come to me when you offer me with love. Dadami buddhi yogantam yena mam upentite. He says, I give the intelligence to you to come to me. But when I see Tesham Sada Yukana Bhajantam Priti Purvakam, when I see that you are chanting my name constantly, all the time, and you are serving me with love. We serve our families with love. We don't need to do kirtan or actually be the mridanga or be the kartals. Because it's spontaneous. Loving your family is very spontaneous. You will serve your kids, you will serve your husband is serving wives, wives are serving husbands. Because that spontaneous love is there. But for Krishna, you have to actually revive that love with kirtan, with melodious singing. Then you get attracted to Krishna. So we are actually, it has to be opposite. We are giving duty to Krishna and love to the family. But it has to be the reverse. We have to do the duty with the family and love for Krishna. That's all we have to do. It's just we have to reverse that. So any questions are there? I believe I have to speak till 7. It's already 6:47. There are many stories to tell. But if any questions are there, we will take. Yes, Prabhuji. What is the difference between Marg Pradaksha Guru and Shiksha Guru? Marg Pradaksha is by hook or crook he brought you to the temple. And you are here among the devotees, among the association of devotees. His instructions he may become an instruction guru also. Instructing guru he can become. But his role might end up there. He must have given you a book on the road. He must have and then he never met you. You just read the book and you're here. You're searching for Srila Prabhupada. So that he was your Marg Pradaksha Guru. He just showed you the way. Yes. Any other question? If we ask questions, that means we were attentive in the class. If we are not asking questions, we were sleeping in the class. We should ask questions. Arjun asked questions to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada made it necessary, mandatory, that we should have question-answer session. Because no one should get up from here in doubt. Question answers mean you actually clear your doubts. If you have any doubt, you should ask without being shy or getting embarrassed. There is nothing to get embarrassed, nothing to feel shy. It's just interactive class. Yes?
What kind of fortune devotees have that they are here?
What kind of fortune? You mean what they have done, they are here. Yes, a good question. Very nice question. Yes.
Switch the phone.
Acha, this is not good. Acha, you can carry this along.
Yeah. We also putting close to the
Is this working? No.
Yeah, it's working. I just switched on.
Haribol. So his question is, what is the good fortune? What one should do? What one should have done? So he or she is here in the association. So it's a very good question. When I came to Krishna consciousness in the year 1999, I had actually asked this question to my spiritual master, to my Guru Maharaj. I asked him, what have I done that I'm here? Because I had at that time lost my father, and that was the detachment of vairagya that had come up. And I had a lot of questions in my mind. Why are we born? Why we take birth? Why do we die? For what we have come to this material world? These were all the questions. His body was there, I still remember. And these questions were flooding my mind. And I was very, very restless. And the answers did not come immediately to me. It took like many months. It was December 98, and 15th May 99 I reached Vrindavan. Somehow, I had never been to Vrindavan. So it was, Krishna made the arrangement because he must have seen that I was so desperate to get the answers. And I was going through all the scriptures I had. I was really very much in anxiety. So cut short, I reached Vrindavan, and then I became a devotee. So I asked my Guru Maharaj that how come I'm here? Because the death happened in the family, and I'm the youngest sister, I'm the youngest daughter, and we are 3 sisters. So I said, nobody else, please take care of the children, it's not a playground. Because this is a very serious topics we are discussing. If we just don't take care of our children, it means we are not interested in what Krishna is actually given us. So I asked my Guru Maharaj and he said, I said, why others never felt that way and why I only felt this way and I'm here. So his reply was that you must have done some pious activities in your previous births. Your bhakti, little bit of bhakti in the previous years, your previous birth, that has brought you here. You have been fortunate that you are here. So the pious activities one has performed, that brings them here. Pious activities may be of any kind, like you must have done little bit of service in the temple in any kind. You must have donated something for Krishna in your previous births maybe. And because Krishna says that the bhakti starts with plus, if you left your bhakti in the previous birth at 10%, this birth Krishna gives you to start it from 11%. It's in the Bhagavad Gita written. And it's written in the Granth Sahib, Bhagata Sada Vikas. That means, the devotees are, they always advance. They never fall down. They will always advance. Krishna says, I'm indebted to you. Even if you've done a little bit for Krishna, he says, I'm always indebted for that. If once even you say Hare Krishna, Krishna actually puts you on the track to come to him. Because you have started, you have put your first step now. Once even saying Krishna will bring you to Hare Krishna. And then gradually, maybe it will take many lifetimes. But it can happen in this lifetime itself. If you become serious and sincere, this can happen in this lifetime, then we can go back. We will be out of the cycle of birth and death. Just rendering service to Krishna, we will be out of the cycle of birth and death. Then no more pain, no more death, no more birth, no more old age, no more disease. That is how. Haribol. Any other question? That's all. So we'll end the session.
Mother, Radhika Krupa is still here. If you have any question, you can personally meet her and ask her. So right now, we will move on to the Kirtan by Bhakta Chaitanya.
And you can announce if anybody is in Calgary in the next week from 7th to 10th, I'm in Calgary. Calgary Temple giving it. Tell them if they have any relatives in Calgary. Okay.
So Mother Radhika Krupa